Welcome to Motor-Gasm. No power steering sucks ass with one arm. Once you get the speed going though, it's okay. Welcome to my second YouTube channel. This one's called Motor-Gasm. Obviously it's about cars, bikes, trucks and stuff, right? Well, most of the videos on this channel will probably be about the modifications and restoration of this 1968 Dodge Charger I'm driving right now. Currently it's in a General Lee clone status, but it's not going to stay the General Lee the whole time. When I'm done with the engine, interior, suspension, pretty much everything but the bodywork and paint, that's when it's going to lose its General Lee distinction. Recently I had a 2011 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution MR. Seeing as how his 1968 Dodge Charger has always been my dream car, when I found this, I decided to sell my Evo. So right now, this General Lee is my daily driver. I wasn't always a car guy. I pretty much became a car guy after I joined the Army, and when I joined the Army, I was a 67/15 Tango, and that's a Black Hawk helicopter mechanic and crew chief. I started to become a pretty good mechanic on the helicopter, but yet I couldn't change my own oil in my car. And a friend of mine actually pointed that out. If I can work on a multi-million-dollar aircraft, why do I not work on my own car? My first car was a 1995 Nissan Altima, and it was a shitbag. When I got the Fort Campbell, I traded in that Altima after I had paid it off for a Mazda Speed Protege. Something a little more sportier, obviously. Had a turbo. So I did a lot to that Mazda Speed Protege. Full exhaust from the headers all the way back. Cold air intake, obviously. And I think that was pretty much the extent of my actual tuning modification. Everything else was just looks, racer. My next car was a Mazda RX-8. That's when I started to get more into the tuning and less into the ricer. I did nothing to the body. I changed out the wheels. Another 3-inch exhaust from the header all the way back. And then I did suspension. Upgraded sway bars, end links, strut bars, rear and front. I did a K&N ram intake. I was gonna get a cob tuner, but before I got the cob tuner, this happened. I kept the RX-8 for a while after I lost my arm, and it was manual, so yeah, I had to shift it. Luckily, I could go to 10,000 RPMs, 9 to 10,000 RPMs before I had to shift. I could stay somewhat safe. And it was a big coordination between hand, knee, shift, and all that. Recently, the General Lee had a fire, an electrical fire. The switch for the electrical fan, my wife tried to turn it off, and it broke, and it shorted out and burnt that whole entire wire up. Luckily, only that wire burnt up, and it was in a bundle of wires that went through the firewall. I'm going to try and do as much of my own mechanics, and when something comes up that I can't do, or I need special tools, or a lift or something, or I just need another hand, if I can't get help with it, I'll probably take it to the shop. Right now the issue with this car is I'm trying to get power steering because I need it. I got all the components and everything for power steering, but my pump ended up going bad after a week. So now all I have to do is find a power steering pump. We tried to get another pump that would fit. The pump shaft that holds the pulley extended a little bit too far forward, and the pulley would end up hitting the fan. So that pump's no good. We have to try and get a different pump. Hopefully we'll either find another original pump or a pump with a shaft that's short enough where the pulley won't hit the fan and it'll work. There's plans for air conditioning, as you can see. I'm dripping with sweat right now because it's about 80 degrees here in Clarksville, Tennessee right now, and the heater fan vent, everything is all broken. So right now I got engine heat coming through, heating up my legs, my body, making me sweat more. I don't know what else there is to say, really.